morning, everybody. It's Pastor Link here. I haven't been able to speak to you in some time. There has been a lot of things happen, as I'm sure you're aware. A lot of things have been happening and changing politically, etc., around us in these days. And so I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything. So I prepared some things to say to you, and I'm going to read them to you so that I make sure that I don't forget anything. Okay? As I'm sure you are aware, this last Friday, Governor Newsom announced that any school located in a county that's on the watch list cannot meet in person until that county is off of the watch list. Currently, LA County has met 3 of the 5 categories on the county data sheet, but it must meet all 5 categories for 14 consecutive days for LA County to drop off of that watch list so that we can begin to meet in person for K through 12th grade. Most of the parents that have spoken to us in the office over the last month or 2 have been very clear. They want to have school in person, not online. And I agree 100%, and I understand your concerns regarding virtual learning and its effectiveness in educating your children. I believe strongly in the personal and professional relationships that teachers make with their students in the classroom. I also echo many of your concerns about our children not getting the social and emotional lessons that can only come from being in class with their peers. As a Christian, I can't overstate the importance of relationships to our young people's development. So, having said that, let me say that we are committed to do whatever it takes to keep our students safe, number 1, and number 2, back in the classroom as soon as possible. So, here is what we are going to do to accomplish both of those things. Number 1, we are applying for an elementary school waiver. Elementary school is defined by the state of California as K through 6th grade. Preschool is unaffected. They are essential. They will continue to meet. So the application for this waiver will be posted online by the LA County Department of Health sometime either today or tomorrow. When it is posted, we will be contacting some of you to help us fill this out, as it requires letters to be submitted by stakeholders in the schools, such as teachers, parents, and community partners. We will work hard to get that waiver request done very quickly but thoroughly. So hopefully our K through 6th grades can start the first day of school in person. We will still have to meet all of the requirements on the county's reopening checklist, but I am very optimistic that the waiver will be granted and our K through 6th grades will be in class in person the first day of school, or at least very shortly thereafter. So that brings me to part 2 of our plan. We're moving the first day of school back 3 weeks to start school on Monday, August 31st. This will benefit us in several ways. It gives more time for the waiver to be okayed by our local county health officials. It also means less time that our 7th and 12th grades, 7th through 12th grades, will have to be online, assuming the county gets off the watch list sometime soon, which I'm optimistic they will. The optimistic projections are in the middle of September for that to happen, but I think possibly a more realistic date might be in October or November, but we're praying for something sooner. Of course, we're not guaranteed that the county numbers will improve anytime soon, but if they do, moving school back a little bit, in this case 3 weeks, means that it would be that much less time that we'd have to be online, and that's something that we want. In addition to that, if our request for a waiver for the elementary were denied for whatever reason, we'd have extra time to fix those issues and then reapply for that waiver. If for any reason you were depending on school to start on August 10th, such as you needed childcare because you're going back to work, or for whatever reasons, we have Miss Patsy ready to extend our daycare services until school starts on the 31st. And that will not require any additional fees if you are registered for school and if your account is up to date. Again, this will all be part of your already agreed upon financial arrangements, and it will not be an additional cost for any of you. I want to emphasize that, not an additional cost for any of you. Lastly, our plan is to have teachers and administration available for additional tutoring or one-on-one type of help for any online students who may feel that they need extra help or may feel that they're falling behind. The virtual instruction will be rigorous, and it will keep all students on pace to finish the required curriculum, while at the same time, special attention will be given to help those students outside of the online class time that might need just a little extra help to do their best. Every student learns differently, right? And so our staff understands that some students are going to need some extra love and a little extra attention. Now, in the next few days, we will be working on and releasing an online schedule for classes for the 7th through 12th grades, in addition to the K through 6th grades in the unlikely event that our waiver is not okayed. And we'll be releasing that to you here so that you can know exactly what that schedule will look like, at least until we're back in person. Also, we have some other things that I'm sure you're going to want to ask about. For example, uniforms. We have 2 big boxes of uniforms that have been delivered, and you can come and pick those up from the order that was done a couple of weeks ago here in the cafeteria. In addition to sports that have been pushed back. Both junior high and high school level have been pushed back until the middle of December to the beginning of January, right in there. I'm sure there's a lot of questions there that you might have, as well as other things that you might want to ask about. Please feel free to call the office at any time. I will make sure that one of our admin team, that is myself, Pastor Frank, and also Miss Young Lee, one of us will be in the office till 4 p.m. starting next week on Monday to make sure that we're there to answer any questions you might have. Please feel free to call us at any time. We would love to talk with you and to answer those questions and hear some of your thoughts, because you may think of some things that we haven't, and help us refine our plan. But let me say this in closing. God is still blessing us, and our school is growing. We are already larger than we were at the end of last school year, and that's because God is blessing us. So don't let Satan discourage you in these strange times. I'm telling you, our God is bigger than anything this world has to offer, and that includes the coronavirus. So our God is good. And I'm telling you right now that together we can make this the best school year that Calvary Baptist has ever had, as long as we stick together and love each other and pray for each other and help each other through these really strange times. It reminds me of Romans chapter 8, verse 31. And that says, "What shall we say in response to these things? When God is for us, who can be against us?" And I say, no one and nothing can be against us when we have our God on our side. So let me say this to you. I am looking forward to being back with you in person instead of these online meetings that we've been having. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm praying for each and every one of our families. I love you all, and please be safe and pray for each other during these times, because our God has got this. Our God is bigger than any of this junk that's going on. You know how I know this is going to be the best year Calvary Baptist has ever had? Because we have an awesome staff, and we have a bunch of people who together are going to serve Jesus Christ. Our teachers are awesome. They are phenomenal. I'm so touched by what they are doing and what they are saying they will do to help our students through this time. I am so excited about our staff. I'm looking forward to this year. Let me tell you something. This is going to be the best year Calvary Baptist has ever had. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I am praying for all of you. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Remember, stay safe, stay healthy, pray for each other, and like I always tell you, go Cougars.